So, is this your first time here at Velocity 5?
It is.
And how do you like it so far? Have you been having fun?
I'm having a blast. All of my friends are here, close support system, so I'm doing good.
With the winnings that you plan on taking home, what would you do with the first $50? I know, kind of a weird question.
No, actually, I would probably pay bills.
You pay bills with the first 50?
Yeah.
The first 300 if you got it, right?
Yeah.
All right. If you had $300 that you won tonight, what would you do with the first? No, what would you do with the last 50? You spent $250 of it. What would you do with the last 50?
Good question. I think
That's why I asked
I would treat my grandma.
you. You treat her. New dentures, what? Hey, get her some rouge, some a brooch.
I would take her out on her birthday.
Oh, so you treat her like a salon type thing? You have like Hercules rubber too hard, you know what I'm saying? She is grandma. All right. How long have you been newly single?
About half a year.
Half a year. Well, that's not new. So, you might perhaps find a rebound lover in here tonight, then.
Might.
Everybody, man or woman or both? Is that okay? Contemplating. We love that. We love that. Do you have a man?
I don't have a man.
You must be crazy, right? What is your ethnic background?
Black and white.
Oh, mixed nation, y'all. Give her a hand around of applause for mixed nation. So you don't stab, you don't shoot, you don't. All right.
I say black.
What is your profession?
I'm an emergency room medic at a trauma center.
So she will say. So now you're gonna have people passing out, hoping that it's you that brings them back. What do you do as a profession?
I'm the best housekeeper you'll ever have.
Housekeeper, which means high heels and an apron, butt cheek naked. Do you do that? Is that how you work it? Oh, sweet. How are you doing tonight? Oh, you know what? You quickly make me remember that you glare at my big black thing when you speak. But I do appreciate your aggressiveness, your passion. What do you do for a living? Because I forgot myself. You're also a firm grabber of the mic. All right. I don't think you realize that you arouse people, even women in here, when you do that. But that's okay. You're a fair market people here. Second time here, and you always come up with something new as far as your fashion, your apparel. A couple of the girls do that. What do you determine in your mind makes you say, I'm wearing this tonight? Do you try it on before you come out? You just grab it and go.
Grab it and go.
How many fellas just put their drawers on and like, yo, I'm rolling with this, I'm gone. Because I stand in front of the mirror and be like, yo, all right, nah, it ain't gonna work. Because sometimes I wear like hearts, I'm just lying. H2O. Who is your favorite personality in the world? Like, if you said this is the person I would model my life after, who would it be?
Oh, that's a hard one.
That's what she said.
Personally, I think Beyonce is awesome. She's an amazing dancer, great performer, hard worker. Love her.
Girl, if you stop moving away from the mic.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, live at Velocity 5 in Merrifield, Virginia with my man, Darrel Young. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well.
Welcome to the spot.
Appreciate it.
You know, me and you, we talk off and on, you know, through the years, you know, just saying what's up about certain things. But I recently texted you and said, man, a couple of shows I've been watching, they've actually mentioned you as one of the best fullbacks in the league. It ain't but like 4 of y'all anyway, but that's still saying something. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about that when people say that?
Honestly, it's just a credit to Coach Shanahan for giving me a chance. You know, for saying something I didn't even see in myself. You know, being a fullback in the NFL. Credit to Mike Sellers, basically for grooming me for a position to basically take over for him. And you know, like I said, I'm just happy to be in this spot right now.
And for people that don't know, Darrel did not come into the league as a fullback. I believe he was a linebacker or something. And when he talks to Mike Sellers, former Washington Redskins, when you see Mike Sellers in person, a lot of people don't realize, when Darrel came into this establishment tonight, he doesn't look as big. He's a big dude, but he doesn't look as big without his pads. When you see Mike Sellers out of pads, he is as big out of pads as he is in it.
He was 275 when he played 310 now. 9% body fat, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So, and we're talking about a guy who had a huge impact, and he credits Mike Sellers for a lot that goes on. But for you, you do a lot for the team as far as covering Rob's backside, you know, filling in for Alfred Morris when, you know, breaking holes, going around the end. You do a lot of things that you really don't see a lot of other fullbacks doing. Is that something that you asked for, that they just say you gonna be in the game plan?
Honestly, Shanahan's scheme has always been based around the fullback. Go back to Howard Griffin. They've moved the linebacker a couple of years ago. Spencer Larson, who played linebacker for him, played actually both ways for him. But fullback I think is very important in the scheme. You look at Vontae Leach in Houston, he was there. Now Greg Jones is there. So to have a great play action game and do what you do to be successful offensively, the fullback role is important. So I honestly, at the end of the day, when my numbers call, I just go out there, try to do my job. I learn from guys out there who make mistakes or guys who are doing a really good job. I mean, there's a lot of fullbacks that I look up to in the league now, even regardless if they're younger or older. Yeah. Just try to learn and see how those guys are blocking guys, how the linebackers fitting on them. So I go from there with things.
Now, one game this season, I forget which game it was particularly, but I think you had a 2 or 3 touchdown day game. That doesn't happen for fullbacks, period. Now, when that happened, was that a game plan or just like, yo, he's feeling it by the time he had the first, hey, let's give him another one? And then, were you surprised in the huddle when you heard your number called?
The first time I wasn't, just because they said we were going to run this play if we got down to the goal line. I said, okay, cool. I appreciate Alfred for letting me, get the ball down. I know fantasy points are important to people. Then the second time they called, I said, okay, well, maybe they see something in the defense where we can get this in. So they called, I said, hey, I just want to score. And the third time, I just said, man, I think they trust me in this situation. I got to get down there and score. And I think the ball was on the 3 or 4 yard line. And that was one of the best moments of my career so far, just to go out there, like you said, be in a situation like that, get the ball. You got Robert Griffin, you got Alfred Morris, guys who basically facing this organization, and they put the ball in my hands. So I think that's just a little bit of a trust thing, and I like it.
Now, did you have hands coming out of college as a linebacker? And were able, because you do catch stuff coming out of the backfield, I see you looping around. Now, do you get a lot of stuff if you drop something?
Yeah.
Because I get frustrated for y'all when I see somebody drop something.
Honestly, I take pride in it. Catching was something that I was blessed with. At the end of the day, like I said, my dad always threw the ball and just said, you got to be able to catch the ball. If you can't catch, you really can't do anything. And I mean, there's a lot of things you can do, but the best ones can catch, And I think, just concentrating on that and just going out there just made me prepare for this position better and put me in a situation that if I couldn't catch, then they put a tight end in on,
now,
the right play actions.
I always ask some off-the-wall stuff, but I'm going to leave it on you. What is something that people just wouldn't know unless they ask you directly about Darrel Young?
Man,
do you mountain climb? Do you jump out of airplanes? What is something that you do that no one knows?
Nurse sharks, man. I like snorkeling.
For real?
Yeah,
you big dude to be floating like that.
Man, I don't float. It takes about 2 to floaty things to hold me up, man. But honestly, I love snorkeling. That's why I love to travel around the world. You would never get that from me. I have 2 huskies, got 3 ferrets.
Really?
Yeah, I just love animals, man.
And you are a single brother.
Yep.
Well, ladies out there, you hear it. He's a successful dude. He likes to broaden his horizons. He's got ferrets, and what else? You got huskies?
2 huskies.
A husky with a husky. Ain't that something? So, hey, Darrel, how is the hamstring doing? Are we back?
Hamstring's better. Game time decision. I think I'll be out there this week, though. Just a coach's decision, but it was frustrating, hurting in practice. Just not going too hard because you never go too hard in practice. But
now, was it with the weather change that happened, or?
It was a nice day out there. Honestly, it just. It's been lingering for the whole season now, but it just finally gave out on me. So, like I said, it allowed me to play, and something. I think I look at it. Everything happens for a reason, and it happened for a reason. I don't know what for, but it happened maybe to keep me home.
For me, I want to take people into the day of the game on Sunday. You won't find out till Sunday game time. Do you go talk to the trainer first, let him know how you're feeling? Does he come to you and check you out? And then how is that decision made? Or do you think they make that decision before y'all even get there Sunday?
They probably make the decision, but I think they're going to give me a chance to go out there and work out. My running back coach will come out there with the strength and conditioning coach and the trainer. I'll go out there, go through some drills, see how I feel, if I get fatigued, if it's giving out on me. Do stuff like that, and I think, just go from there with things. So I've been through it before. I had to go through it. Technically, if you want to say passed, I went out there and was able to play in the Giants game 2012 season. So I know what to expect from it. It's just about how the select responds and how I respond mentally.
Got you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, this is one of the good guys on the team. I'm not saying that anybody else is bad, but he can represent your brand. He can represent products out there. He's going to be here for a long time. He's going to be a Washington Redskin. Hey, Darrel, thank you for coming on. Good luck for the rest of the season, bro.